Hey guys, Steve Blake here. Today we're checking out one of my personal grails. This shoe was released in 2011. It's part of Concept's collaborations with New Balance. This wasn't their first collaboration with New Balance. I believe they did a 574 a couple of years back. But the hype around that shoe is so minimal. I think you can get them on eBay for like 120 bucks. This shoe, you can get on eBay for like 800, and I cannot find a size 11.5 to 12. I've been looking for the last 2 years. I've offered people crazy trades, and one of my buddies locally, I've been bothering him forever about getting my hands on these. He hit me up. He said he needed a little bit of money because he's going somewhere with his wife or something like that, and he promised me when he sold these, he would hook me up. I won't tell you what I paid, but here's a guy that sold his Dornbecker 6s for about $500 in a size 12 again. And I can't stress enough how hard it is to find the bigger sizes of these. I was talking to a couple people, and typically what happens, especially with Concept releases, is all the smaller sizes are easier to find because they go to resellers. Resellers know that sizes 8 to 10 are a quick flip. A lot of people are looking for them. The bigger sizes go to the guys that collect, and they don't really sell them again. They get their hands on them and they hoard them. And there's much less size 12s in a size run. If you guys looked at Brooklyn Project's information for number of pairs available, there's about half to a third as many of these bigger sizes as there are compared to the smaller. So you can understand how hard it is to find these. And I haven't seen them up on eBay, and I haven't seen them locally. So I jumped on them. I had to sell some stuff from my collection to get a hold of them, obviously, because I'm not loaded like that. But these are in amazing condition. They've been worn one time, but they come with original everything, and they also come with some stuff from the release that were not included with the shoe. So I pretty much have a whole package here, which is great. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about the shoe. And this review is one of the reasons why I love sneakers. So let's get started. In case anyone's interested about the box, normal New Balance box. There's no indication of colorway, just the size and the model. This was done on a 999. Before I get into the shoes, some of the extras. This is one of the hats, Concept's hats. The theme of the shoe is inspired by John F. Kennedy, as well as the sailing culture in New England. So these are all sailing flags. Got Concepts on the back. Still has the original tag on it. But Concepts went all out with the graphics for this. You'll notice these have the similar nautical neckties as well, which is dope. Concepts in back, it's a strap back, which is awesome. This tote bag features the similar flags on the shoe. This also didn't come with the original release, still has tags on it. You've got the Concepts logo on back. This is one of those extras that I just was really happy to have come with the shoe. My boy that sold me them, he always picks up everything that comes with each drop, and I'm really thankful because this shoe did release at other places in small quantities. People think it's a Concepts exclusive, but this stuff is you couldn't get anywhere else, and they definitely still don't have. So that's really dope. I know I'm making you guys wait for the shoes, but they also came with an extra set of laces. Still original, and then the shoe themselves came with this hang tag, which is attached to the lace bag. Concepts in red and blue on either side, and those red, white, and blue elements will appear again and again. Last thing, I promised, they came in a dust bag. This is like a bag that you might take to collect shells down by the sea. So keeping with that nautical theme, you got Concepts, New Balance, 999, dope, dope, dope. Okay, now for the shoes. Awesome materials were used in creating this shoe. Inspired by JFK, so there are some patriotic elements, but more than anything, the Kennedy family is probably and was one of the wealthiest families in New England. So the nautical sailing culture was very much embedded in that. They had, I believe, houses in Newport, they had houses by the sea. They were fucking loaded, to say the least. So playing on that concept, you have all these nautical patches on the shoe. So you have New Balance with all these flags. Now, I took a sailing course, but I don't remember what any of this shit means. If someone knows more about sailing, I'd love to have that information. You also have these laces, which kind of look like the laces you tie a boat down to, with that kind of stripe patterning, which is what they were going for. The insole has all that detailing, as well as the Concepts inner with the red flag that we saw earlier. Really cool detail. Take a look at that. Extends onto the tongue too. Really nice, man. Really, really nice. Now, there's a couple different materials used on this, mostly suede. So you have suede paneling here, different hints of gray. And then this blue material, which is kind of like a tarp. It's not exactly like a canvas. The best way of saying it is it feels like a sail, which is so cool, man. New Balance logo in red there. That's sail material, 999. Got the New Balance in gray, darker gray. Red lace eyelets. That sand coloring that is almost the same as what was used on the seals, which is kind of cool in the same placement. And then the toe box has that meshing, very similar to the bag that I showed you guys earlier. Okay guys, so these are a grail of mine. You don't have to necessarily like them. This shoe's hard as fuck to find, which is why I was partially so excited about it. But let me know what you thought about the shoe. You know, I got it for a great price. I don't think I would ever pay what they're actually going for. I don't think they're that great. So it was really cool as a collector to have this New Balance in my collection, especially with New Balance being so local and Concepts being local too. It's great to own. It feels really good to own it. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me. I'm going to lace these up and put them on feet. Let's get started.
What's up, Doc?